Top 10 Sicle Co Mysteries. Number 10. The Asian Alliance. When Sicle Co was first created, it had many rival companies, but none was more obvious than Blank Industries. Blank Industries was an Asian company, ran by a buff Chinese man named Magnus Chang. Sicle Co hated Blank Industries, as they claimed they would use their Chinese manufacturing to make counterfeit Sicle Co jars. Mr. Sicle was not happy, and tried to shut down these operations for many years. This was until one day, in July of 2022, Sicle Co and Blank Industries mysteriously formed an alliance, where all hatred between the two companies ended. It is unknown what led to the situation, or why the two companies have formed an alliance. However, all that is known is that the counterfeit cum jars have stopped production. Number 9. Mr. Sicle at Dunkin' Donuts. Many people who live around the world know of Sicle Co and its owner, Mr. Sicle. It is said that Mr. Sicle has never gone outside in 12 years. However, some people say otherwise. Many people have claimed that they have seen a man similar to Mr. Sicle working at Dunkin' Donuts. This Pennsylvania Dunkin' Donuts may look like a normal Dunkin' Donuts. However, whenever a customer has ordered snacking bacon, they have claimed to see Mr. Sicle briefly appear. It is not known if this is the real Mr. Sicle, or just a mysterious look-alike. Number 8. The Sicle Co Potion. If you've ever been on the internet, you may have heard of the Sicle Co Potion. It has been said that Sicle Co secretly distributes Sicle Co potions in order to brainwash high-profile figures within the government. Not much was known about the potion, except it had a golden liquid appearance. This was until one day, a Sicle Co salesman accidentally approached an ordinary citizen, instead of a government official, and offered them to drink the potion. The following video shows the encounter of the salesman.
Alright, so take it.
I'm gonna take it. It's your money. You're the one who bought this. You take it.
You know when I take it, it doesn't work well.
Look, both of us shouldn't be taking this at all. I wish we had someone to take this for us.
I know.
To see if it actually works or not.
It looks like it. Take it, come on.
I'm not gonna take it. Is someone calling you? Stranger danger?
Stranger danger?
Who's that?
I don't know, let's find out.
Drink the potion.
What did you say?
What?
I said I'll take the potion.
Who are you? How do you know about the potion?
Oh, you know me very well.
Who's that? Who is that? Do you know?
Guys, just look back.
As you can see, the Sicle Co salesman offers the man to drink the potion. However, he refuses, and claims the salesman should drink it instead. This is where the salesman says the potion will not work on him. Whilst offering the potion to him a second time, the salesman suddenly gets a phone call from a mysterious number. This is where the voice of Sicle Co's owner, Mr. Sicle, can be heard. The voice of Mr. Sicle claims that they will drink the potion instead. Right after, Mr. Sicle's voice then tells them to look back, where the camera then immediately cuts. It is still a mystery what happened to the citizen, and who the original target was meant to be. Number 7. The Sicle Co employee pet. Many who live near the Sicle Co Pennsylvania factory have reported that several Sicle Co employees have gone missing. On top of this, people have rumored to hear strange screaming noises within the night. Local authorities claim these noises are coming from wild animals, but if you listen to this next clip, you might just think otherwise. As you can hear, there is a strange screaming noise that can be heard from afar. This clip was filmed in the backyard of a house near the Sicle Co factory, and if you ask me, these noises sound a lot like humans screaming. There have been rumors that these screams come from Sicle Co employees who are pushed into a pit. It is speculated that these employees disobeyed Mr. Sicle and will leave the rest of their short leaves out in the Sicle Co employee pit. Some even say that these screams are the ghosts of previous Sicle Co employees, but at the end of the day, who really knows? Number 6. The disappearance of the Valheim server. If you know about Mr. Sicle, you would know that he likes to schedule and host servers for a variety of people. However, one of these servers were very mysterious. This server was the Sicle Co Valheim server. The Sicle Co Valheim server was just a regular server, until one day, it wasn't. This was when players playing the server reported that it had been mysteriously shut down due to inactivity, despite the fact that they were all playing earlier that day. The server was presumed dead until one day, a member of the Valheim server saw that it was mysteriously back online. Curious of the server being online, the player joined the server, only to see something strange. The server was occupied by Mr. Sicle and his secret French lover. What? The pair could be seen fighting bosses together, which was a normal activity for them. This made the member think that the shutdown of the server was only temporary, so they continued playing as normal too. This was until suddenly, after Mr. Sicle and his lover What had finished fighting the boss, the server mysteriously shut down again. The server is still shut down to this day, and it is unclear why it was originally shut down and reopened for a short time. Maybe one day, you will find the server back up again, and you will see Mr. Sicle and What fighting a boss. Number 5. Lee found in the Sicle Co offices. Sicle Co is in possession of 2 dogs, one of them being a skinny dog, named Lee. Lee was a dog, used to be experimented on with Sicle Co products, until one day he disappeared. Several months later, a few employees in the Sicle office department claimed they saw a large skinny creature roaming the hallways of the office. On top of this, many employees in the office department started to permanently disappear. Despite reporting this to Mr. Sicle, their calls were ignored. This continued until one day, an employee smuggled in a phone and recorded the following video. As you can see, the employee is exploring the office until they see strange messaging on the wall. The employee then rapidly turns around to the side of Lee, standing on 2 legs, on the other side of the room. Lee then lets out a screaming sound at the employee as they try to escape. The video then ends shortly after. Not much is known about the person who recorded this video, however they are presumed dead. The phone was later found by a Herba Glurbin, who then leaked the video. Many wonder if Lee still roams the Sicle Co offices, or if Mr. Sicle has finally taken action against the dog. Number 4. The previous owner. Not many people know this, but Sicle Co used to have 2 founders. Not only did Mr. Sicle run the company, but a man named Bobby Flip-Flop did too. There have been rumors on how Mr. Sicle managed to seize power, but none have been more infamous than this. It is known that Bobby Flip-Flop has very poor eyesight, and it has been said that Mr. Sicle used this to his advantage. Mr. Sicle told Bobby Flip-Flop to sign a contract for the business. Bobby did just this, however he did not realize there was small print, stating that Mr. Sicle will become the owner. This is when Mr. Flip-Flop was immediately thrown out of the company, forced to live on the streets. However, what is even more mysterious is Bobby Flip-Flop himself. The following video will show the last known footage of Bobby Flip-Flop, which is very strange.
That building under that, owned by Sicle Co.
This one's the Sicle Co
That's- You see the tallest in the middle?
I see it.
The big one? That's the Sicle Co Tower.
Ridiculous.
And this one we're flying by now? That used to be my tower. He even built a taller tower just to mock mine, cause he didn't even like mine.
That's terrible.
Mine looks fancier.
And have you talked to the authorities, Potato, about him stealing all these things from you, or?
I tried, but he's paid him off.
Ridiculous.
Yes. You know what? It's not worth talking about anymore. I'm done with this interview.
Potato. Bobby, we're not done! Bobby!
As you can see, in this video Mr. Flip-Flop is becoming tearful over Sicle Co before jumping from a plane. However, many witnesses say that Bobby did not die. Many to this day are still searching for Bobby Flip-Flop. Who knows, maybe next time you are wandering the streets, you will encounter this man. Number 3. The Herba Uprise. A story goes that after watching Charlie's Chocolate Factory, Mr. Sicle was amazed by the concept of Oompa Loompas. He understood that they were small beings who would work in a factory for no pay and would work for extended hours at a time. Immediately, Mr. Sicle tried to recreate his own version of the Oompa Loompas until one day, he succeeded. The Herba were then put into employment in the Sicle Co division to work for the rest of eternity. Despite this being Mr. Sicle's wish for them, the Herba did not want this. This led to the Herba uprising, where the Herba staged a week-long uprising against the company. During these days, the Com division was under lockdown, and all equipment was destroyed from within. All communication within the Com division stopped, which leads to the mystery of what happened to the Herba. No more information has come out since the uprising, so no one knows whether it was a success, or if they were all wiped out by Mr. Sicle and his Com army. Number 2. The creation of Robo Squire. For many years, Sicle Co have been using a dog named Squai to produce their Com. Squai is a chubby little dog who is strapped up to the Sicle Co milking machine to be drained of his cum daily. This was until one day, Squai came no more. Mr. Sicle took Squai to his engineering department, where they began to work on the dog. Schematics of Robo Kevin were used to alter Squai's body and turn him into a robot. This is when Robo Squire was created. However, as soon as Robo Squire had finished updating his drivers, he became aware of his situation and escaped. Robo Squire has not been seen to this day, but there have been rumors of him being owned by a man called Teacher Steve. Some even claim that Robo Squire was the real reason why John McAfee died. Number 1. The Cum Goblin sighting. Over the years there have been many products and experiments created by Sicle Co. However, none have been more mysterious than the Cum Goblin. During December of 2019, there were several reports of a small goblin-like creature roaming the Pennsylvania neighborhood. As usual, this happened to be one of Sicle Co's doings. However, unlike most of Sicle Co's creations, there is little to no information about this one. All that is known is that the creature resembles a goblin and is made of a cum substance. Despite there being several reports of this creature, there has only been one recording of it. This video captures the cum goblin walking in someone's driveway. As you can see, the cum goblin is in someone's driveway. Then, the cum goblin appears to be weirdly walking towards the street whilst doing chicken movements with its arms. Nobody is sure of what the cum goblin's purpose is and where it is today. Maybe one day you will wake up and the cum goblin will be outside your house.